She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. Dos, tres, in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah.
Welcome. Oh, let's see. Yes, Davy is here. Hold on. And our co-host is Davy Art with a Pen. His channel's linked down below in the description box. He's called Davy Art with a Pen. He's coming to us from the UK. Hi, Davy.
Hello, Diana.
And we have Kylie here, also from the UK, here in the chat today. She's from
Hello,
Scotland.
Kylie.
And let's say hello to everybody. That's Lexi. Hello, and Kylie, and Grayscale Painting. I think that's who joined us for now. Let me see. I hope I didn't miss anybody. And yes, we're going to. Yes, the theme today is fairies, and there's all kinds of fairies. Like there's flower fairies. There's, I think there's water fairy. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess a mermaid is not considered a fairy, but woodland fairies. Okay, and woodland fairies, flower fairies. But actually, I started this fairy art journal from an online art class that I took. That was about. We created the cover. We created this cover, and that's a fairy right here. I think she would be a woodland fairy. And I cut out the leaves and glued them on, and that was done on mixed media paper, this painting, and then everything glued. And since then I've done quite a few fairy art. I'm going to share with you the paintings I've done in here, but not everything is strictly fairy art journal. So at some point in the past couple of years, I had needed art journal space, and have used, even though I have many different art journals, I had needed art journal space and did other kinds of things in here. But mostly it is fairy based. So I'm going to share first stuff that I've done already in this art journal. It's just a few things. It's not a massive flip through. What is this? Maybe a quarter of this? Oh, is that half? I don't know. That's about a quarter to a half of it. But, and then Davy might start drawing already. And then we're also going to do a fairy art trivia questions, because I am going to do an original art giveaway of no matter, I can do it international too, because I figured out how to send something that is very reasonably priced, even international. Like, it's just on paper. Like, whatever it is, it'll just be on paper, and it's bendable. And as long as you keep it bendable, it keeps the prices down. So let's see. So what will you be drawing today, Davy? And also, you're going to be telling us. You might be telling us some fairy stories.
Yes, I've got a few little bits of, well, not so much stories, but I've chosen 5 different fairies, 5 of my favourite types of fairies, and I'll be just telling a little bit of information about these fairies. Okay.
Oh, 5 different. What are the 5?
Well, I've written them down here. I think everybody knows what a leprechaun is.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
I've got a leprechaun. I've got a fairy called a Kilmulus, a Urisk. Now, I wonder if anybody's heard of any of these fairies yet. I've got them written down here. I've been studying them. A Kelpie. I'll also be telling you about a Kelpie, what a Kelpie is, and what a Selkie is. Okay. So 5 different fairies, a little bit of info on them. Because as you said at the beginning of this live stream, there's lots and lots of different fairies. There's quite a few.
I didn't even know of those ones. Okay.
I've picked 5 interesting ones, or that anyway that I thought was interesting.
Okay.
Can I say hello to Lexi? Hello, Lexi, and Cool Gamer. And can I say hello to Grayscale, Kylie, and
that's,
yes,
I think
Kylie Koo, hello, and thank you for watching my book flip through videos. I hope you've enjoyed them.
And earlier, while they were waiting for the stream to begin, Lexi has a question. What's your question? You want to ask it? You want to ask your question now, Lexi? You want to ask me a question? And I have never heard of the Kelpie and the Selkie. And both Lexi and Kylie have heard of the Kelpie and the Selkie.
You'll hear all about the Kelpie and you'll hear all about the Selkie.
And please give thumbs up. If you forgot, give a thumbs up so we can get our first happy dance at 10 thumbs up. So, oh, she says, oh, I was just asking how you're doing, Diana. Well, I can give you a more detailed answer in a private instant message, but I'm doing good, but I'll just give you a more detailed answer in a private instant message, Lexi. Thank you for asking. So let's see, how should we start? So I'll start by sharing. Maybe you want to start drawing while, oh no, I know, we're going to put the highlight on me while I share my fairy art journal in progress. And I don't know if you want to start drawing or
yeah, sure.
Draw now, are you going to get finished too soon or what? Or you want to hold off on drawing or what?
Well, I can start.
Or maybe you want to watch maybe then you wouldn't be able to watch my fairy art journal flip through.
I can still see it. I've got it on screen here.
Oh, okay. Oh, like on
so
a big.
I can see it. It's very good, Diana. I really like that. That's great.
Thank you. So now we'll go to the first. I started this a few years ago, so let's see. So now, first page. Now let's see all these are woodland fairies. So here's a fairy that has like a ladybug abdomen with a mushroom head. And I guess these are kind of like woodland fairies I made up from my imagination. Here's a princess woodland fairy with a fern type skirt. I'm trying to check if you can see it good enough. If that the dancing elf is probably in the way. I might have to keep going like this. Yeah, these are forest fairies. Okay, I labeled that at the top. So just, nothing fancy, a basic imaginative kind of drawing. And here are these two green fairies that have wings, and they kind of remind me of asparaguses. I don't know why. And I think I did it with markers, and probably not water-soluble markers either. This was several years ago, so I don't quite remember what I created them from. Okay, so here's some goofy fairies. Here she is like a ballerina. A mushroom fairy again with a ladybug abdomen and a mushroom head.
That's awesome.
Here's like a woodland spirit, like the face is inside the trunk of the tree.
The woodland fairies.
And I like creating her skirt with here with
the face and the tree.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And a little tiny fairy up here who has like it reminds me of like asparagus head. And a woman with a nest of eggs in her hair. So here instead of just a group of fairies, I did a close-up of one fairy with a pretty kind of flower. Princess fairy looks like, with wings. Definitely that's watercolor.
Oh, that's a very nice one. I like that.
Thank you.
You've been very busy with those fairies.
Not recently. These was done a while ago. And this is heavy watercolor.
Right.
The pages in here is heavy watercolor page. I did these a few years ago. I haven't done these recently. Okay. This one is nice. So it's like the green face of a kind of fairy, and then I use stencils and some texture paste for flowers in the hair, and then I like it how I made the birdie kind of pretty realistic. Like the face is pretty realistic for me. That's pretty realistic. And then on her shoulder, and the birdie is she's listening to the birdie secret.
Yeah, the little bird there. Fairies are they're very much linked with nature, aren't they, fairies?
Yes.
Fairy world.
Yes, that's right. And then this is kind of just a blank page with the. I use stencil for that. So now this one I did it. I was doing a Christmas live stream. Actually, I did this probably 2 years ago. So this one, hot shot. This one more like Christmas themed. Oh, there's a turkey there and a snowman. So I don't know that. But then there's a snowman and gold background. I like the gold sparkly background. You could.
That is good. Yes.
But then all the presents here, so kind of it's like combination Thanksgiving, just Thanksgiving, Christmas, and holiday, whatever, holiday theme.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
Last Thursday, exactly last Thursday. Yes, we had Thanksgiving. Okay, here's another one. I like this one with the wings and the 3 stockings and 2 reindeer. We just had deer. We have deer visiting our back. I have to walk through the backyard, and 3 deer were in there, and they just scurried away when I walked through there, laying down in my backyard. Two. I believe it was. They didn't have horns, so maybe it was 2 female deer, and then there was a little baby too. Which I don't know why. I'm like right in the suburbs. I'm not near any I'm not near really any woods. We do have big clear spaces, but it's any one. It's like. It's not like we live near woods, so they must be walking down the street. I mean, when they leave our yard, they are walking down the street.
It's amazing that you've got deer.
I don't know where the deer come from because it's not like we have some big woods, like maybe up a mile, 2 miles up the street, we do have a park. Then we do have a park with a pond, but it doesn't have a whole lot of trees. It's a big open space with a pond. And maybe they that's like a mile from here, and so I think they go from people's yard to people's yard.
So they visit everybody's garden.
Oh yeah, yes, our neighbors did not like it. We don't grow any garden. I mean, we do grow flowers some years, and luckily we grow flowers close to the house, so I think maybe they're not munching on them. But our next door neighbors got mad, like the deer totally destroyed their garden.
Oh, dear me.
All right, so here's like unrelated to, they're like a fashion model magazine collage with, I put crowns on, and I do cathartic stream of thought writing in my background a lot, and then butterflies and all kind of watercolor background. So that's like not really, it's kind maybe not very much. I could make, if I made wings on them, I could make them be like berries or something. Here it is more like, here's a nighttime with a big lotus flower and a golden heart with wings, and it's like nighttime with purple, and I guess that's more kind of an angel. That looks more like kind of like an angel.
Kaylee said perhaps they are now a bit like urban foxes. It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Oh God, it looks blurry. I can't even see that this looks clear in my. I got this Logitech camera for free because my other camera was doing something weird, and this is like almost a brand new Logitech camera. Like that, to me when I'm looking live at the live stream, that looks blurry. God.
Well, unfortunately for me, I've had problems as well. If you've noticed, or if everybody's noticed, there's a lot of shakiness to my camera, or a little bit anyway. It's moving about a bit. It's because it's being handheld at the moment because my tripod has broke. Yeah. Part of the tripod that attaches to the camera broke.
Okay.
So I'm just awaiting a new tripod, and it's coming through the post. So for now, sorry, Diana, go on.
What was that?
I was just going to say, for now, I'm holding this camera by hand, So it might be a little bit shaky. It might,
Really? You're holding it by hand? You can't set it on something?
No, it's in my left hand, and I'm pointing it to the paper. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'll just move it about a bit so you can see. So there we go. Yeah.
Okay. They can tell you in the chat what they think because I can't see right there. But now
Hope everybody can see it. Okay.
a face made with news, like a magazine or newsprint, and then used that for the face and drew a face on top of it and made whimsical hair, and she has a crown. And I like how this turned out. It's nice. She could be a fairy.
Yes, like a fairy princess.
Princess fairy.
Princess fairy.
And this is probably, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was going to reply to Kylie there and Lexi. Lexi says it's okay, so thanks, Lexi. And Kylie said you must have a steady hand.
So here, I think this is one of my best fairy pages. Here's a pumpkin house, and these are removable. And these are removable. So right here, I can remove the flowers outside of that. The flowers is keeping the door closed, because if you open the door, out pops a little ghost.
Whoa, dear me.
So you
it's a spooky pumpkin.
And I have these flowers here to keep the door closed. And then, yes, and that's three-dimensional relief coming off the paper. The ghost pops out behind a copper shiny paper.
That's a great idea. I like that.
Thank you. And then the ballerina's supposed to. Oh, I glued her down, and then and then I did a bag of glitter to look like it's a little tied bag of glitter to look like fairy dust.
And that is good.
She's holding it, but it came off, I think. Did she remove it? No, I glued them down. I did have them removable, but then I think I decided better was to glue them down after a while. And then these leaves here, the leaves are like three-dimensional. They partly come off. They partly come off the page like that, loose.
That is fantastic.
Thank you.
You've been doing a lot of work there, Diana.
Yeah, a few years ago I did this, yeah.
Are you planning to do any new fairy artworks, or?
No, I'm busy with creating art just for my art auction. This year I will have done a total of 6 auctions, and next year I'm planning on 9 art auctions.
Oh, that's a lot.
So that's what keeps me busy.
It's a lot of art auctions.
And speaking of that, we're in previews right now for my current art auction that we have 8 amazing artists participating, including myself, and it's called Wonderful Whimsy. But the thing is, it's not all whimsical art. So in the future, I'm going to make the titles of my art auctions kind of more open-ended, because I don't really like giving themes. Like some auctions, they really love giving the themes, but I don't like giving themes. I like artists to be able to do what they want to do. So it's called Wonderful Whimsy Show. It's December 9th to the 15th. Right now, previews are going on right now. And the link is down below in my description box for my Facebook art auction group. And at least, and many artworks will be available for $100 and under. Not all, but at least every artist has to offer at least one artwork, but they can offer more or all of them for $100 and under. And we have international artists. Okay, so one of our artists we have an artist from India, but unfortunately she had to opt out because she has health issues again this time. So then we have 2 artists from the Netherlands, and that's our and let's see, and then everybody else is from the United States, from all over the United States.
That's awesome. Hello, Wisconsin Greg.
Oh, hi, Greg. Wisconsin Greg. Okay, and then I think this is my final page. And here I did this all watercolor, and I did actually this was in conjunction with a YouTube video that I did of, creating this fairy princess again with a little bird whispering on her shoulder a secret.
That is great. I like that one. That's really good. That's another princess style fairy, which looks great.
Thank you.
So are you not tempted to do like a large, do you know when you do your large canvases?
What's your question?
I was going to just ask, you could do a large canvas, you know, like the exhibition you done?
Yeah, in my May exhibition, I had 20 paintings at the Cheltenham Center for the Arts. After my 9-month artist residency, it culminated in a 3 of us had solo shows, and I had 20 paintings, and most of them were 30 by 40 inches.
Yeah, they were large and they were very, very spectacular, I must say. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed your video. What are vlogs?
Oh
Video
yeah,
vlog.
I did like 9 months worth of vlogs live in my studio, because part of the artist residency was that they gave me a private studio space that I had access to 24/7.
That was great. I enjoyed watching those. They were really good.
Oh, they're still on my YouTube channel. Right on my homepage. There's I think it's one of my playlists. But what were you talking about? Large paintings though.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you not tempted to do a large painting like you have done for those?
Not for the exhibition. It's because the shipping is impossible. It's impossibly priced for large paintings. I can't do large paintings for auctions because it's. I mean, unless you have an account, like I might have to. Eventually, I'll have to research into getting an account with DHL. Maybe if you have an account with DHL, maybe then shipping. USPS, the United States Post Office, will not ship 30 by 40 inches. It's oversized. So then you have some other carrier. And so I have to research into that. For now, I mean, maybe that's something to research into the future. But that size painting is going to be more expensive. And I don't know if the audience is willing to buy stuff. But anyway, also the shipping is just prohibitive to even try it. And so that's why I have not been working on 30 by 40s for these art auctions. No way. You know, the biggest I go is 16 by 20 inches and smaller, and that's it.
Right. So no large ones. You would have to really.
Yeah, and actually, painting large is. I guess I don't know if it's my favorite thing to do. Maybe kind of, but I can't paint really small. I really don't like that. I like medium size or something, but. But 30 by 40 inches. There is an older. I attempted one just a few weeks ago. That it was one that was in my show, and it's really not one of my favorites. So I'm going to paint over it, and I did start to paint over it. So in my free time in between auctions and stuff, I do have the idea that I think I'm going to go back and just like play around with a new 30 by 40 inch painting.
Yeah, that's great. That is fantastic. It's just that I was just saying that this fairy thing, right, that we're doing tonight on this live stream, I think the subject fits in perfectly with some of your artworks I've seen.
I see what you mean. Yeah, the way it's similar is I often usually it's female figures. With some kind of relationship with nature, like a bird, looking at a bird like real close, and the bird is looking at her, or very like in that way. It's kind of like similar.
And that's what the fairy world's all about, isn't it? It's nature.
Right.
It's all linked to nature, the natural world. These strange creatures that inhabit trees and stuff, live in the trees.
I'm going to bring down my camera a little bit. I just cannot look. My camera looks out of focus. Looks like I'm going to have another call into Logitech.
Mind you, it looks great from here, Diana. It's very much in focus.
Okay, tell me, are you looking as if you're looking as a spectator on our live stream?
Yes, I've got the spectators page on, but the volume's off, and I can see your page. I can see your.
Well, I don't know why
and it looks perfect. It's very much. It's very much in focus.
in the chat, can you tell me, does this look in focus to you? Because on my end right now, when I'm looking at my iPad onto the live stream, it's not looking in focus. So
yes, it's perfectly in focus.
Okay, can I get a can you please, can I get a vote from, not a vote, but can people in the chat, can I get a consensus in the chat? Can you comment in the chat whether this right now is looking out of focus to you or not?
Well, Kylie,
not Davy's page, my page.
Kylie said it's looking great. Your camera is fine, Diana. Sharp picture. So there we go.
Okay, that's good to know.
So everything seems to be okay. Everything's good and well. Kylie, I think this fairy, because Kylie's asked what kind of fairy is Davy working on.
Yes.
I think it's probably a woodland fairy. So it's just resting on, if you can see it. I've just sketched it in very lightly. It's resting on a branch. Okay, it's just having a little rest there. It's been flying about for quite some time, and it's just landed on a branch. This is a very rough sketch. I don't know how this is going to come out.
So tell us between the difference between what's a Selkie fairy?
A Selkie fairy. A Selkie and a Kelpie. Right, here we go. So a Kelpie is a Scottish water fairy. Although sometimes appearing in the guise of a hairy man, this is more often seen in the form of a young horse. The Kelpie haunts rivers and streams, and after letting unsuspecting humans mount him, he will dash into the water and give them a dudding. That's the Kelpie. It's a bit mischievous, that one. Now the Selkie is very interesting. The Selkie lives in the seas around the Orkney and Shetland Islands. So that's in the north of Scotland, around the very top of Scotland. So they live in the waters, and they look like seals, okay? They appear as seals. So the Selkies are shy sea fairies. A female Selkie can discard her seal skin and come ashore as a beautiful maiden. Now, if the human can capture her skin, then the Selkie can be forced to become a fine wife. However, if she finds her skin again, that's the seal skin, she will immediately return to the sea. So that's a Kelpie and a Selkie. I don't know if anybody's heard of those two fairies, sea fairies.
Okay, thank you. And you are drawing what today?
I think this is a woodland fairy. I think it's got to be a woodland fairy. It's on a branch, like I said. It's sitting on a branch there. It's just having a rest. I'm just sketching this purely from the imagination, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. It could be a complete disaster. But
Oh, that's amazing. Drawing from your imagination. I think of ideas in my imagination, and then I'm like, so more recently I have this idea, like I'm gonna be doing this painting and for a specific purpose actually, and for an event, and they may or may not accept it. It's like I can submit it, but they're gonna pick and choose. Other people probably gonna submit too, right? And
Yes.
And I looked at somebody's painting yesterday, and then I realized today, oh, that would be like such a good idea for this. And I realized now what I have to do is now take that idea and like now look for more ideas similar to that, because I can't copy that idea, but I have to make it somewhat different, and I need to stimulate my imagination by looking at references and looking at what other artists have done similar to this concept, so I can make it different from the one I saw.
Have you ever heard of a book called Fairies? And it was released in the 1970s.
No.
It was illustrated by two artists, okay? One is Brian Froud, and the other one is Alan Lee. Now, Brian Froud designed all of the goblins and fairies in the film Labyrinth, okay? And Alan Lee worked on the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So he designed a lot of the elven stuff. So those two artists created a book called Fairies.
Wow.
And that is well worth. I would highly recommend you get a copy of that book. Alan Lee and Brian Froud. And it's absolutely fantastic. And of course it's heavily illustrated with fantastic paintings and drawings. And it tells you all about fairies. So lots of interesting stuff.
Oh, awesome.
The magical world of fairies.
So here's two more things we're going to do today. So I think Davy, he said he had been researching some fairy stories to tell. Did you have some for me there?
Unfortunately, I haven't got any fairy stories, but I have written down my 5 favourite fairies, and I've already mentioned 2, so I've got 3 more to mention.
Okay, so there's that, and then I have fairy questions trivia, because I am doing the original art giveaway, so I'll keep points for who can answer questions for fairy art trivia. So we can intersperse the fairy art trivia questions with and back and forth between Davy talking about some of the categories of fairies, and then take time out to chat about stuff, and then go back to the fairy trivia questions.
It's a jam-packed fairy live stream. This trivia sounds good. I don't think I'll do very well with it. Is it going to be? Is it a?
Well,
is it a fairy trivia?
Actually, it's fairy tale trivia. Actually, I couldn't find. I couldn't find just fairy trivia questions. You could find facts on fairies, but I could not find just fairy trivia questions. But what I could find was fairy tale trivia questions.
Right.
And then there was 2 categories.
This sounds interesting.
Adult, and then I think there's also the kids version, which maybe that might be easier for somebody. I might go back and forth between the adult questions and the kids questions.
That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, thank you. No, wait, I see. Let me refresh my screen, Kylie. She says, I see 9. I'm seeing 9 thumbs up, Kylie.
Ooh, 9 thumbs up already. That's good.
I don't see 10. I see 9. And I just refreshed my
Very
screen.
good. I think I'm a little bit behind on mine. On my screen, it's a bit slow.
And Kylie loves the texture creating in the hair.
Thank you, Kylie. That's very nice of you to say. As I said, I don't know how.
Kylie screen showing 10 thumbs up.
Oh, hey, that is good. 10 thumbs up already.
Oh, Alex sees 10 as well. I don't know what's going
Hello,
on.
Alec.
Okay,
Hello, Alec.
10 thumbs up.
Hello,
Time
hello.
out for our first happy dance. Here's a happy dance that I don't often play. It's like version number 6 or 5. Here's one where I...
Hello, Alec. How's Alec doing?
He's coming up on panel later when he gets... back. So, how do you guys like the Jif jar ladies? The peanut butter jar heads. They're so funny.
Those Jif jars were amazing. Did anybody notice me in that dance? I was the guy with the shirt, the white shirt and the tie with a Jif jar on my head.
It's funny. So let's start with just let's start with a few art trivia. I mean, not art trivia, fairy trivia questions right now. Hold on, let me get them. It's what do you know about fairies?
Ooh, this sounds difficult. Everybody at the ready?
I thought I saw the kids version. Where is that kids version? Okay, this is not the kids version. I hope these aren't too hard. Let me see. Oh, this is multiple choice. It could be easier. This is multiple choice.
Ooh, it could be good.
Okay, multiple choice here, and try and answer as fast as you can, because on everybody's screen it's going to show somebody different who's number one, who answered first. But we have to go by how it shows on my screen that I'm holding on my iPad. On my screen, or on my screen on my iPad is what we go by, who answered who answered correctly first. Okay, first question. Hold on, let me fix my microphone. What's going on? Hold on, just hold on for first question. Fairy trivia question number 1. And this is all about choices. This is going to be easier than other times. 1. Classical Greek fairies called fates, F-A-T-E-S, were believed to control what? Okay, were they believed?
Oh, dear me.
Okay, so it's multiple choice. Were they believed to control our choices in life, B, the universe, C, the human race, or D, day and night? Classical Greek fairies called the Fates or Fates, F-A-T-E-S, were believed to control what? A, our choices in life, B, the universe, C, human race, or D, day and night?
That's a difficult one. I would guess on that one. I would have a good guess. Do you want the answers in chat typed?
Yes, you have to type it. Type it.
Ooh, okay. That's what I'm going for. Hello, Miss Southern Belle.
Hello, Miss Southern Belle. And this is weird. They're not giving one correct answer. So maybe they're okay. They're actually supposedly there's two correct answers. All right, there's two correct answers. Okay, I'm going over to the. Hold on, I'm getting over to see what people are saying. Hello again, Miss Southern Belle. Just in time for participating, so you could possibly win a giveaway, but you have to participate to win points. Let's see, did anybody answer? Oh, hi, James Monty. Nice to see you.
I think my screen's a little bit behind. There's a little bit of a delay on my screen. So I've got to wait for several seconds or whatever. Or a bit longer even. Before I can say anything.
We have 2 answers so far. We have 3 answers so far. And choices in life was one of the correct answers. Yes.
Ah.
Universe was not
choices
correct.
In life.
And the first
the
person
universe.
Choices in life. The first person to put choices in life was Davy.
Haha. That was a lucky guess by me. Lexi said the universe. Lexi's guess was the universe. I was going to go with that, you know. I was going to say the same thing. And I changed my mind at the last minute.
So I got Davy's answer first. Davy gets the first point.
Well, I'm doing better than I did in the last one. There was quite a few people taking part in that one. That was the art trivia quiz, yeah?
That was art trivia, yeah.
That was good fun, I must say. I'm gonna move on with these wings. Let's get these wings sketched in. I don't know where this is going, but I'm just gonna.
I don't know. I don't understand what Lexi's saying. She's saying, "Oh, it's not much of a choice if someone else is controlling it, is it?"
Yeah, exactly. It's more of a like
well, like, it's not free choice. Like, I don't know what you mean. Like,
so if there's some troubles in your life, or maybe you don't know what to do, you've got a few things to think about. This is in ancient Greece. You're sitting there with your wine, your cup of wine, and what have you. So the fairies will make that decision for you.
Oh my
They'll tell you what to do.
Sorry,
So
by accident I just pressed that button calling you.
hello, Charlene. Charlene Heel has just popped on there.
Hi, Darlene.
Diana, I was just wondering, I haven't seen Mary on for quite some time.
You haven't seen what?
Mary. She used to be a regular on your live streams.
Yeah, I don't know.
She has disappeared.
Yes.
She will probably return when she's ready, yeah?
Yes, I guess. Oh, hi, Raul.
Hello, Raul.
Stopped coming to my live streams a long time ago. It's last year when I was, actually it was last fall, around last fall when I was doing live streams right from my art studio at the art center.
Yep.
She stopped coming to live streams then, and then she said it was because she had started a new hairdresser job, because hairdressing is a part-time career of hers. But and then since then I don't know.
So she could be very busy.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, if she's doing hairdressing.
Well, I don't know if she's doing it full time now. I don't know, or part time. She was doing it part time. That was the issue a year ago. I don't know about now.
Yeah, she could be quite tired, maybe, after she's finishing doing her hairdressing.
And I did hear from her once. She was touching base with me in Instant Messenger, and I gave her an update about what's going on, and then she never and she saw the message, but she didn't respond back, and I thought that was strange. I'm like, well, why didn't she respond back?
Yeah, she must be quite busy, or a little bit, maybe too much is going on, maybe. Kylie Kuhn has said, Davy, I can't remember if I asked you this before, but what is the pencil you are using? Kylie, this is what I'm using. It's not a pencil.
Oh, he always uses pen, right?
Yeah. This is
because
it's a big round stick.
You make a mistake. You don't erase. Tell us what you do.
Yep. What I do is I use these first. These are my go-to pens at the moment. The big round stick. They're a very nice pen. And I sketch out the image with this. Yeah. So obviously there's no erasing. If I make a mistake, then it's still quite light enough for us to go over it with some heavy shading. So that's my main pen that I use. Okay. And if I really want to do some dark work, then I'll use these pens. This one here. And this gives a very dark line. And also this pen here, which I haven't used for quite some time, but I use it once in a while. And this gives a very nice dark line as well. Okay, so I use a few different pens, but this is my main pen, the big round stick, which is a very nice pen to draw with. Very enjoyable indeed, this one. And they don't cost a lot of money. They're quite cheap. So it doesn't break the bank if you buy a pack of them. So there we go, Kylie. Thanks for asking us that.
Yeah, Raul, it's me doing giveaway of my art. Yeah. But in order to win, you have to participate in this fairy tale trivia questions. Okay, second question. Davey got the first question. Get ready for second question.
Oh, second question coming up. This is tricky, this. Everybody get ready for this.
Which one of the following is not a method of protection against troublesome fairies?
Oh, God.
Which of the following is not a method of protection against troublesome fairies? A, wearing the color red. B, turning clothes inside out. C, wearing odd socks. Or D, crossing running water.
Oh, dear me. This is tricky, I'm going to guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. These are not even fairy tale questions. These are fairy trivia questions.
That's my guess. Odd socks. Kylie said odd socks. So if you wear odd socks, maybe the fairies don't like that, so they'll stay away.
Okay, let's check.
Oh, not. D. Raul Reynolds said D.
I'll tell you the minute that the correct answer. The answer is wearing odd socks.
Whoa!
Who got
Well
it
done,
first?
Kylie.
Wait a minute. I thought what was Davey's answer?
Well, I didn't
Dave?
get that one.
You didn't answer?
I did answer. I said red.
Kylie did it first. Said it first. Odd socks.
Well done,
Okay,
Kylie. That was a good one.
Point. All right, you want to take time out now and talk about the other categories of fairies?
Do you want us to mention another couple of fairies?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. There's me wrong stuck away. Okay, I've got another two fairies here that you might be interested in. There's a lot of fairies.
And guess what? There's also the tooth fairy. Hey, we forgot about the tooth fairy.
Oh, the tooth fairy, yes. Now that's something. No one mentioned the tooth fairy.
Yeah, I just thought of it right now because I thought that's what I heard you say, and then I remembered, hey, nobody's ever mentioned the tooth fairy.
And that's the obvious one, isn't it? The tooth fairy. So if a tooth falls out, especially if you're a youngster, you can put it under your pillow and the fairy will fly into your home, into your bedroom, and replace the tooth with a coin. The tooth fairy, yes. Tinkerbell, Raoul said, is the most famous fairy. I think that could be right.
Who is?
I think Tinkerbell.
Ah, that could be true, yes.
Yeah, Tinkerbell. Well, I mentioned a couple of fairies from the fairy folklore. The world of fairy folklore. Okay. And if you've heard of these fairies, you can mention it in the chat if they sound familiar. Now there's a fairy here called the Kilmoolis, okay, and it's a particular kind of fairy. It's called a brownie, right? Now the Kilmoolis Kilmulus, is a particularly ugly brownie which haunts moles. He is characterized by an enormous nose, but he has no mouth. To eat, he stuffs his food up his nose.
Oh.
Okay, that's the Kilmulus. It's got a giant nose, but no mouth. And when he eats his beans, or he eats his sandwich, it goes straight up his nostril. Although the Kilmulus works very hard for the miller, he delights in practical jokes and can therefore be a hindrance rather than a help. So that's the Kilmulus, okay? So that's not really a nasty fairy. It's not a nasty fairy, but it likes its practical jokes. Now the other one is called the Urisk, okay? Now the Urisk is a Scottish solitary fairy who haunts lonely pools. He will often seek out human company, but his peculiar appearance often terrifies those who approach him. And that is the Urisk, a very lonely and solitary fairy. He likes human company, but he looks so strange that he scares people away. So that's not good for the Urisk. So there's two more fairies there from the world of folklore. Fairy folklore.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of it? What did you think of those two, Diana? Quite strange.
Actually, I can't get everything you're saying. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe it's my microphone.
Yeah, it might be, and it's not clear everything you're saying now. Hopefully, people in the chat, maybe they're not having that problem. I don't know.
Unless, Well, I wonder if everybody can hear me okay. Am I speaking clearly? Is the microphone working? I'm not too sure.
Sounds
I have got the webcam at an angle.
No, I think you're saying, I don't know. Like,
Oh, it could be the accent. It might be the accent, Diana.
I got distracted because I'm looking at other fairy questions to ask, and I'm not sure if that was that, but usually I can listen to somebody and hear it, and I found it was struggle to hear what you were saying while I was doing that.
Right.
Please tell us in the chat what you think of the two different categories of fairies.
Right, Alex said he can hear. And I think...
Oh, we have a question from Lexi. She goes, how do you spell that last fairy's name? I know it's not real, but it's made up.
The Urisk. Right, Lexi, that's a good question. Thank you.
Just said the what?
The Urisk, the very sad one, the solitary fairy, which is from Scottish folklore. It's Urisk. The Urisk. Okay, the solitary fairy.
Solitary fairy.
I've got one more fairy to mention.
Okay.
Will I mention it now?
No, let's take out time for a few questions.
Right.
Okay.
Good thinking.
Which is not, I bet this one's going to be easy. Which is not a type of fairy? Which one is not a type of fairy? Is it A, flower fairies, B, goblins, C, willow fairies, or D, pixies? A, flower fairies, B, goblins, C, willow fairies, or D, pixies?
Oh, dear me. I'm going for A, the last one. I think a goblin's a fairy, I think. The willow, ooh, I'm not too sure about that. Raoul said willow. Kylie said goblin. Now I think goblin could be a fairy. I think it is. But I've never heard of the last one. So I don't know about that.
Hold on. Now it did something. What?
These questions are tricky for me. So they're all guesses. I'm just guessing.
Which one?
Alright, Lexi said yes. Davy, your mic is a bit muffled. I can work out most of it, but it takes some effort. It's because I'm a little bit closer to the microphone, because the microphone's actually built into the webcam, so I'm using the webcam microphone. Plus, I'm not speaking directly into it, it's from the side. So it'll be a little bit off.
Well, apparently there's 2 correct answers.
Oh, right.
Wait, this doesn't make sense. Really? Which is
wonder if I
not
should
a type
sit
of
back a little bit.
fairy. It's telling me willow fairies and flower fairies. That doesn't even make sense.
A willow fairy and a flower fairy.
Not giving me one right answer. Like I thought I was looking at this version that. So whoever said, I'm sorry. Let's just. Okay, let's just see who said what. Can you read it? No. Let me see. Let me check on my end.
Well, I said the last one. Hello, Grayscale. Grayscale said I can hear you both quite fine. Yeah, I think Kylie. I think a goblin is like a very nasty kind of fairy.
And E was.
I just guessed. That was just a guess for me. It just didn't sound right, but it was a guess.
Okay, let me see.
Let's get a close up of this. So I'll tell you what, I cannot wait for my
There was
tripod.
no E. A, B, C, D. There was no E. It was A, B, C, D. So whoever said willow fairy or flower fairy was correct. Now I'm going to see who said it first.
Oh no, you're breaking up. Oh dear me.
So Goblin's not correct, and I have Raoul with the first one saying willow. Oh, he gets it with willow. Okay, you're on the scoreboard then. Raoul gets a point. Good job, Raoul.
Well done, Raoul. Do I get a point for not sounding clear? or holding the microphone by hand? I cannot wait for this tripod.
So that's your issue because you're holding it by hand and that's affecting your audio?
Yeah, I think so. It's I'm steadying it as much as I can. It's yeah, I'm wobbling it about a little bit, but I really need this new. I'm getting like a little bendy tripod thing.
Okay. Next question, and this one is going to give me one right answer. Like the one game,
Right.
it gives me like 2 answers, which I'm like, what? This particular one gives me one right answer.
Right.
A child believed to have been switched with a fairy is known as what? A
Oh, I know this one.
You do? Better
I
get your
think I
answer.
do.
A child believed to have been switched with a fairy is known as what? A changeling. B, an imposter. C, a demon. Or C, a demon. Or D, a topsy-turvy. A child believed to have been switched with a fairy is known as what? A changeling. B, an imposter. C, a demon. Or D, a topsy-turvy.
I think that's the only one I really knew, to be honest with you. Oh, it's a creepy one, that one, isn't it? It's a bit of a scary one, that one.
Oh, I see a lot of right answers. The answer is changeling. A, changeling. Let's see who got it first.
I think everybody got it right.
God, you guys are fairy experts.
A lot of people know things about fairies. In the
I
chat
had
here.
Davy. Davy said it first with changeling.
Oh,
3 correct answers, but on my end, on my screen, it says Davy said it first with changeling. Davy with a second point.
I'm going to slow down now because I'm going to concentrate on this sketch. So a changeling, eh? That's
Yeah, I would have never guessed
that
that.
is a very
idea.
and creepy fairy. The changeling. Ooh. So I'm trying to think what I can do with these wings.
And whoever's watching and just and maybe just watching and in the background, if you want to be able to be able to win the giveaway, you have to be participating in this fairy trivia art game. Next one. According to Peter Pan author J.M. Barrie, where did fairies come from?
Oh God, I haven't got a clue.
According to Peter Pan author J.M. Barrie, where did fairies come from? A, the end of a rainbow. B, a child's laugh. C, a genie's lamp. Or D, Pandora's box. A, the end of a rainbow.
God, I haven't got a clue.
B, a child's laugh. C, a genie's lamp. Or D, Pandora's box.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Let's see who gets
It's
it.
a tricky one, that one. Hello, Gus Wiener. Hello, Gus Wiener. And hello, Michael. Gus Wiener and Michael have appeared in the chat. So hello to you too.
Hi, Forever Learning Art. I see a correct answer in the chat. Let's see who got it first. And that's right, Kylie got it.
Oh, well done, Kylie.
Laugh.
Kylie's very fast. A baby's laugh. Oh. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michael, for that.
Kylie gets her second point. Good job.
I'm having to think a little think about the wings. I'm not too sure what I should do with them. So I'm thinking about the wings.
Something about the wings?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do with these wings on this fairy. I'm trying to think of some pattern that I could place on the wings. Maybe.
Yeah. That's why I do a lot of reference. I have to reference a lot of things. I get ideas from references. Okay, next one.
I should have looked at some butterfly pictures. Some butterfly photos.
What? I just said that. Okay, this one might be one that you might have to type fast. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, you might. This one might be an easy one. I'm not sure that you might have to type fast for it. Anyway, which modern fantasy book does Peter Pan's Tinkerbell make an appearance in? Which modern fantasy book does Peter Pan's Tinkerbell make an appearance in? A. Inkheart. B. The Crowfield Curse. C. Knife. Or D. The Secret of Platform 13.
Oh, I have not got a clue.
A. Inkheart. B. The Crowfield Curse. C. Knife. Or D. The Secret of Platform 13. All right, so you got the. Nobody has the correct answer yet. D is not correct.
I haven't got a clue on that one. I really don't know.
And Peter Pan was not even one of the answers. No, E is not correct.
Oh, no one's getting that right. That's a tricky one. That is a tricky question.
I thought it. I think Raul got it. A. Inkheart.
Wow, Raul.
Raul's answer first. Hi, Ma. Brother. Oh, let me see how you say your name.
Bastoris.
Ma. Bastoris. Hi, Ma. Bastoris. Sorry. I see you have the correct answer too, but on my screen, on my end, which shows different on everybody's screen, on my end, Raul got it first with A. Inkheart. Good job, Raul.
Well done, Raul. And hello, Ma. Hello, Ma. Bastoris.
We have a tie. Davy, Kyle, and Raul all have 2 points. Let's see who's going to get out in the head. Ma Bastoris, where in the world do you come to us from? And Lexi says, clearly we all need to read more. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up. Okay, next one. What is a fairy ring? What is a fairy ring? A circle of blue bells. B, a circle of toadstools or mushrooms. C, a group of fairies dancing. D, a magical piece of jewelry. What is a fairy ring? A circle of bluebells. B, a circle of toadstools or mushrooms. C, a group of fairies dancing. Or D, a magical piece of jewelry.
I'm not too sure about that one.
I got it right. These are like that. This is like the first one I knew. I thought I vaguely knew, and I was right.
Toadstools. Kylie. Kylie said toadstools.
Okay, hold on.
A ring of toadstools. Mushrooms. Ron said mushrooms. Do you know what? I really love mushrooms.
It's B, a ring of mushrooms, toadstools. Let's you guys first.
I think it was Kylie.
Okay, I'll scroll up. I'm checking on my screen.
Toadstools. Yeah, I think. But hold on, you'll have to scroll up a bit more.
On my screen, that's the only thing.
You might have to scroll up a bit more, I think.
Right. Kylie got it first. Okay, Kylie's out ahead with 3 points.
She said she has a fairy ring in her garden every year.
She has a fairy garden?
She has a fairy ring in her garden every year.
Kylie's out ahead with 3 points. Everybody else has 2 points.
Well done there, Kylie.
Okay, this might be another tricky one. We'll see.
Yeah.
In olden times, people often blamed fairies for A, souring milk or cream, B, crops failing to grow, C, making animals sick or lame, or D, all of the above. In olden times, people often blamed fairies for A, souring milk or cream, B, crops failing to grow, C, making animals sick or lame, or D, all of the above.
Oh, dear me.
You don't know it?
Sounds like a tricky one.
I didn't know it.
I could guess, but I don't really know this one. It's great that these very old, ancient people learned everything on the fairies.
Okay, Raul says according to Wikipedia, or it's an arc of mine. Well, I'm sorry, we're just going to go by the answers that they're given here, which is the same thing as using mushrooms. I don't know, but I have to go by what the answers in my quiz say. The answer, Kylie's correct. All of the above.
Wow, well done, Kylie.
Doesn't she live in the land of the fairies? Wait a minute. Isn't Scotland like land of the fairies? Wait, because what is their country's animal is a fantasy animal, right?
What country's animal is a fantasy animal?
Yeah, the country that the animal that represents Scotland is a fantasy animal.
Oh, is it a yeah? What's the animal?
Yeah, Kylie, tell us.
Is it the half? Is it the unicorn and the unicorn?
It might be the unicorn. Let's see what Kylie says.
That's awesome. The unicorn, eh?
She said that? She said so? It's our national animal. Isn't that fun? Isn't that interesting?
Wow, that is great.
So, all right. So you have one more category of fairies to tell us about, Davy?
Well, the last one, I think everybody will know this one. Say so in the chat if you know this fairy. The leprechaun.
Yes.
Everybody knows the leprechaun?
Yes.
Well, the leprechaun is an Irish fairy from Ireland, yeah, Irish. He is a solitary cobbler to be found merrily working on a single shoe, never a pair, usually under a hedge. As with all fairies, it is important to see the leprechaun before he sees you, for then he becomes more cooperative and perhaps can be persuaded to guide you to one of his hidden crocks of gold. But he is very shy and tricky and quite likely to disappear in the twinkling of an eye. So that's a leprechaun. And that is the last of the 5 fairies that I've mentioned tonight. So I've ended with the leprechaun.
So I grew up seeing the leprechaun because the leprechaun was always on TV commercial advertising Lucky Charms cereal.
Ah, right. Advertising Lucky Charms cereal. I'll have to check that out on YouTube.
Oh, Raul says in Indonesian folklore, the leprechaun is called a tuyul.
Whoa, hey, that's interesting, Raoul. Kylie said,
Kylie can't take any more questions now for 2 minutes. She needs a comfort break.
Needs a comfort break. Get a cup of tea, Kylie, and a biscuit. Cup of tea and a biscuit.
And Raul says, yes, more questions. I want to win. No, we have to wait till Kylie comes back. Yes, we will have more questions when Kylie returns.
Diana, I have 15 minutes. Then I must go.
Okay.
The time has flown.
You have to go to work tomorrow?
I certainly do. I've got to get up very early. Plus, I think everybody's going to bed in the house.
Oh, everybody in your house.
Yeah. So I'll be making a lot of noise on this live stream, talking. I'll see if I can finish off these wings before I go. Diana, this has been a good fun fairy live stream.
Raul, even if you don't win today, Raul, you'll have more chances because I think most every live stream I'm always going to have art trivia with a giveaway. I think I'm going to start, not art trivia, I'm always going to try to do trivia with a question with a giveaway because I think it's fun. So every time I do a live stream, I think, plus on that New Year's Day live stream, Raul, I'll be doing trivia then too. So you're going to have Raul, you're going to have lots of chances to be able to win.
Yes, so keep.
And what do you think the theme of our next live stream? You guys, go ahead in the chat and suggest a theme for our next live stream. So what happened was July and August, we did Halloween in July. Maybe we did Halloween in June. Then we did Halloween in August. Then in September, we did Dragons theme. Then in October, we did just Halloween, straight out Halloween. Then this month, we did Fairies theme. And actually, we don't have any idea for December. You want to make suggestions in the chat, everybody, for what theme we might do in December?
Yeah, type in the chat and tell Diane what the next theme will be for the next live stream. What are we going to do for next month's live stream?
Oh,
What will-
Kylie's back. Kylie's back. Did Raul try to get questions while I was away? No, we didn't let him. Okay, here we go. Next question. In E. Nesbitt's 5 Children and It.
Oh, 5 Children and It, yes.
The
I've seen the movie.
what's this word? The Sammead is which kind of fairy? That's Psammead. The Sammead is which kind of fairy? A. Goblin, B. Pixie, C. Sand fairy, or D. Elf?
I think I know this one because I've seen the film.
Okay, in E. Nesbitt's 5 Children and It, the Sammead, Psammead, is which kind of fairy? A. Goblin, B. Pixie, C. Sand fairy, or D. Elf?
Lexi's just written down. It should be themed. It should be a rat themed live stream because I might be able to win rat trivia.
Rats.
That's a good one, Lexi.
No, elf is not correct.
I think I know this one. I've seen the movie.
Nobody's answered yet. Nobody's answered this correctly yet. Yes, Kylie got it. Sand fairy.
What? Well done, Kylie. Kylie's really up on our fairy folklore.
Yeah, because she comes from a country that celebrates fairies.
She has, yes, Scotland is rich in fairy folklore. And of course, I've mentioned a couple of Scottish fairies.
So Kylie's way out ahead with 5 points. Raul and Davy each have 2. I guess we're gonna just. Davy has to leave soon, and I'm gonna just probably ask a couple more questions, see if somebody else might be able to catch up. Oh, you didn't put. Oh, wait a minute. You guys, did you put in? Oh no, let's not mix it up with this. Never mind. I don't want to mix it up with these answers for this. Which girl's name means fairy? Which girl's name means fairy? A. Fiona, B. Freya, that's Freya, C. Faye, Fay, or D. Florence? Which girl's name means fairy? A. Fiona, B. Freya, C. Faye, or D. Florence?
I like the name Freya. I like that name.
Oh, guess what? Red-Headed Riding Hood's new granddaughter's named Freya.
Ah, right. That's a nice name, I must say. It's a good name. It sounds like an ancient name.
That's why she bought my Warrior S painting, because my painting
is right.
And then it relates to the name Freya.
Right.
All right, we see some correct answers. Who did it first?
Who's getting this one correct?
Kylie answered correctly first with Faye.
Oh, she was fast.
And Raul was correct too, but I got on my screen it shows Kylie said it first.
Kylie is extremely fast. Raul, you're going to have to get practicing with those fingers on that keyboard.
Well, anyway, I guess we're going to end it there. because she got way out ahead. And Davey has to leave us soon, so I think we were just gonna stop.
Yes, that was a.
It's getting late over there. Oh yeah, Raoul is in Europe, and Kylie's in Scotland, and you're in the UK, and you guys are all like 5-6 hours ahead of. And then there's Goswina in here, and everybody's 5-6 hours ahead, so it's getting late for you guys. So congratulations, Kylie's the winner. I'll be in touch, Kylie. I'll be in touch.
Congratulations, Kylie.
Congratulations.
And well done, Raoul, for answering as well, who was hot on Kylie's heels.
Yeah, Raoul really wants to. I bet he's going to win one of these times coming up soon. So now, you guys, put in the chat what theme suggestions do you have for us for December?
Type in the chat what will the next live stream be about. What theme will it be?
Let's see, I have some ideas. Like, could it be a winter solstice theme?
Yeah.
Could it be New Year's?
Anything at all.
What?
Anything at all.
My idea so far, winter solstice theme, or maybe
That's
New Year's theme, because it's going to be like days before New Year's Day, like some kind of New Year's theme.
I like the idea of that, yes.
No, she's saying, Raoul saying Nutcracker theme.
Ah. That's interesting.
Raoul says, "Oh, he doesn't think so because everybody's so fast." Well, you never know. Like, you still might be able to. You still might be able to. Don't give up, Raoul. I think you might be able to. Let's see, Raoul says, I will draw New Year drawings dragons because 2024 is the year of the dragon.
Whoa, wow. That's fantastic.
Dragon themes. We did that in September.
Oh, yes, we've already done that. We have already done a dragon live stream.
Oh, Kylie says New Year. She says Hogmanay, which means New Year's Eve.
Oh, yes, Hogmanay.
New Year's traditions.
Yep.
No, Alec, we're about to sign off, so never mind. No time for you to come up again. I kind of like the idea of winter solstice and what kind of stories there are around the winter solstice. But I don't know. I like the idea of some kind of New Year's theme too. Seems like people are liking the New Year's theme. Yes, Raoul. Davey definitely has Instagram.
Yes. I have an Instagram.
What's your name on Instagram? What's your name?
It's Davy James Young.
No, we can't hear you. Can you type that in, please?
Davy JY. You'll see my photograph. I'll have a look. Hold on. Let's have a look here. I'm just going to log on to Instagram. I should know my name. Davy JY.
And Kylie says winter solstice could be linked with New Year's. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good. So my Instagram is Davy JY. You'll see my photograph on there, so you'll be able to identify as Davy JY. Has Raoul got an Instagram? Does he do?
Yes, he does.
Does he put his art on
there,
Instagram?
It's the same name, Raoul Reynolds something. Like, it might have something to that, but he's kind of easy. He's easy to find.
Right, I'll check them out.
I think it's
I'll check
Raoul
them out on
Reynolds
Instagram.
drawing.
All right. I shall check Raoul out on Instagram.
The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up.
Diana, this has been a good, fun, fairy themed live stream.
I'm gonna make it worth your while.
And I've enjoyed talking about fairies and stuff and fairy folklore. And it was a
Yeah.
good trivia as well. It was quite tricky, but well done to everybody
Yeah.
who
Thank
took
you
part
so
in
much
the.
here.
It was great.
And so we do this in the last week. Usually it's the last Thursday. We have to see how the calendar is for the last Thursday in December. If that doesn't conflict with a holiday, if not, we do it some other day on the last week of December. So just keep your eyes out. We always do it at usually the last Thursday of every month.
Yes. Thank you, Raoul. And thank you, Kylie, for following me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Good night, everybody. Good night, Kylie. Good night, Lexi.
And
Raoul.
also,
Alec.
and also look about joining my art auction. It's in. Oh yeah, maybe I'm gonna put that link in it's in my description box right here. So join my Facebook art auction. We have a lot of affordable art. Many artwork, not all, but many artworks will be original art. Usually it's all paintings for $100 and under at my art auction. Previews are going on now, but the art auction is December 9th to the 15th. And we have 8 amazing artists that will be showing their wonderful work. And let me see, here it is.
That sounds great.
The link is down right at the top of the description box. But oh my goodness, hold on. I want to put the link directly in the chat. I'm grabbing the link.
Oops.
Oops.
Bye, Lexi.
I'm doing speech to text right now. Hold on. Please join my Facebook.
Bye, Lexi. Good night.
Art. Exclamation point.
And goodbye, Alec.
Please join my Facebook art auction group for affordable art. Going on now! Exclamation point. Here we go. There's the link. Okay, bye again.
Good night, Alec. Good night, Diana.
Oh, good night, baby.
I'll
Good
see you
night,
later.
Good night, Kylie. Good night, Raoul. They seem to be the last people who are here right now. Good night, everybody. Now I'm looking for my outro.
Goodbye, Raoul.
Yeah, goodbye, Raoul. Here we go. Here's my outro.
Heading to Vegas in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes.